Hola, Mrs. Beth here with your instructions for today. Today you're going to report your attendance as usual, and then you're going to this photo. Let's see what this photo says. It says, in the comments below, answer the question, ¿Qué día es hoy? You are going to answer the question, hoy es, and you're going to tell me the day of the week for today. That's it. Lunes, martes, miércoles, etc. And then you post your reply. That's all you had to do for your actividad inicial. You will find this video that I'm recording right here. And in this part of chapter para empezar, you will learn about el tiempo and some expressions related to the weather. So when you click on this link, it's going to take you to the explanation. You can find the following weather expressions with their meaning in Spanish in your vocabulary 1. You're going to write them and illustrate them in your notebook. So I want you to have them in your notebook. You have 6 different expressions on what to say according to the weather. When it's sunny, or when it's hot, or when it's cold, or when it's windy, rainy, and when it's snowy. When it's raining and it's snowing. And also the seasons. So the 4 different seasons, that is spring, summer, autumn or fall, and winter. So you have that information in that document and you need to put that in your notebook. So we have different things that we're doing today. Then you're going to click here for the first practice. Oh, this is the last part, the introductory chapter. We work together to practice this vocabulary. Then click here for the first practice, activity P9, and you are going to submit that on the space provided below. So this one is a little different from what you were used to. It is document, and you need to make a copy of the document. So you're going to click on File, make a copy, and then you will have your copy. You can change the name to the copy, probably to your name, Johnny's copy. And then you click OK. And once you make your copy, you will have the option to edit here. So you're going to answer this question. So let's say the first answer is febrero. I'm going to take this off and put febrero, and instead of the line, I'm going to highlight it. Here's the highlight, and put the color, and then I'm ready for this one. It says estación. So in this month, what is the season? So we are going to do this during class. So you have questions you need to ask me, but this is how I want you to answer. I want you to answer by putting the answer and highlight the answer so I can see all the answers here. And then you're going to complete the conversation. So based on this information that you have completed, you're going to answer these questions. So this is what the teacher says, ¿Qué tiempo hace en julio? So you go back here, you find julio wherever it is, and then you say, hace calor, o hace frío, o llueve, o nieva, or whatever, one of the expressions that you learned. You have an example for each one of the columns so you know what to do. All right, I'm going to delete this one before I forget. And let's continue with our plan. For the second practice, you will work with a partner using this guide. So this is something that we're going to try new. We're going to ask questions orally, like say them, and then we're going to answer questions. So you need to pick a partner to work with. So you're going to pick somebody. Then you create a discussion. One of you is going to create the discussion. Or you can create 2 different discussions, but I think it's better just one discussion. And then you're going to record yourself asking the first question. And you're going to send the URL for the discussion to your partner so he or she can respond your question. And then the partner is going to ask the next question for you to answer. And then so on until you complete 3 questions each and 3 answers each. Okay, that sounds, and then when finished, you submit the link in the space provided. Hold on a second. So yes, I say space provided below, but I just realized that there are two links that you're going to send me. Here is this link and this link. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put the submission for text entry instead of URL. So you can submit both URLs. So you paste the URL, you click enter, and then paste the other URL and you click enter. So that will be your two URL that you need to submit. Here's the guide. Let's check the guide. So in this guide, you're going to ask the questions. You have a city and you have a month. And then you are going to listen and look at the video. I'm going to give you an example. I'm going to put it right here in the plan. I haven't put it yet. I forgot, sorry. But it's going to be there. The example on how to ask and how to answer the question. And then to create the discussion, you go right here, discussions. And let me move this here. It says right here, discussion. You create a discussion. You name your discussion. Doesn't matter how you name it. And then when you click here, upload or record media, you click right there. It gives you the option to record here. And you start recording. So for example, I click start recording. ¿Qué tiempo hace en Charlotte en julio? So I recorded my question. And if I like it, I save it. And it's posted. Now, oh, I forgot here, you have to click allow threaded replies. And then you have to put whatever date it is. So it will help you. And because it will be open. And you click save. Let's say that I'm going to leave it for 1 week. And then you save it. Then you get this link and send it to the person that you are working with. When the person receives the link, they can go in and they can click reply and do exactly the same. Click right here, upload record media, record, and then record right here. Hace calor. And that person answered the question. Click save, and you got your question and your answer. And then you continue. You continue right there. Same. So you're going to ask 3 questions and the other person is going to ask 3 questions because we have 6 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So you ask 3 questions, answer 3 questions. Let's see how this works. I know it sounds a little complicated, but that's what we're going to be in class, so we don't get all confused. Okay, I am going to delete this so we don't get all confused. Okay, now back to our class plan. When finished, okay, that's it. So you're submitting the 2 links. And this is your homework. So you keep practicing the new concepts. El tiempo, instant check, and listening. We will work on it during class if time allows. I don't know how long you take doing the conversation, but this is an instant check. It's a Google form. And then next class, you're going to take a brief quiz on the vocabulary for weather. That's not much because it's just a little bit of words that we are learning today. And I didn't want to have a whole class for that. And then we're going to have the final assessment for the chapter. So here is your instant check. As usual, you put your name, you pick your class, and then you answer. Complete the sentences using the vocabulary grammar in this section, the first chapter. So you have these, you're going to complete these questions. There are like 10 of those. Okay, now we're in the second part. This is the listening. So you have audio 1 and audio 5. For audio 1, you need these images. You're going to hear 6 descriptions of different weather conditions. You're going to select the letter of the photo A, B, C, or D that shows the weather being described. So you play your listening right here. If the listening doesn't work, I put it on the class plan. That's activity 1. So it's right here. Go to the class, please click for activity 1. So if it doesn't work here, you can play it there. And then you answer. What you hear, you click A, B, C, or D, depending on what you hear and looking at the images. And then in this one, it has a prompt. While on vacation, you're going to play this. Your teacher visits elementary school, and each student in class tells the teacher the birthday and how the weather is like, and the season. So the first one, you're going to say the birthday for each one, and then you can listen again and say what the season is. Just pick the season. Okay, as usual, I'll be here helping you, assisting you. We have different things to do, so there's no time to waste today. We need to be on task today. And here's the other audio for the activity 5 in case that the audio works. You know that sometimes the audio doesn't work in the forms. Please ask me any questions you may have, and I hope we do good and we're ready for the quiz. Quiz and final assessment next class. I'll see you in class.